Let go and let God, let go all the worries, anxieties in life. Let God take over it. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. The parable of Good Samaritan, one of my favorite parables of Jesus. Today I would like to reflect upon the most well-known and profound parables shared by Jesus Christ. The parable of Good Samaritan. This parable teaches us about compassion, kindness, and the true meaning of love. In this story, a man is traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho when he is attacked by robbers. They strip him of his clothes, beat him, and leave him there, half dead, lying on the side of the road. Now, it is important to note that on the road from Jerusalem to Jericho was known for its dangerous nature. Shortly after, the priest happens to pass by, but instead of helping, he walks on the other side of the road, ignoring the wounded man. Next, a Levite comes by. Like the priest, he too chooses to ignore the plight of the injured man. It is only when a Samaritan, the social outcast, a despised, marginalized member of the society, comes across the wounded man, with a true compassion is shown. The Samaritan takes his mercy and his love into action, bandages his wounds, pours on the oil of wine to soothe his pain. He then places injured man on his own donkey and brings him to a place of refuge. He continued to care for him. The next day, the Samaritan even gives the innkeeper money to take care of the man's needs and promises to return and pay any extra expenses. Beautiful image of generosity. The parable challenges and inspires us to examine our own hearts and actions. It compels us to ask ourselves, who is my neighbor, and how do I respond to those in need? The priest and the Levite, who were expected to uphold moral values and exemplify righteousness, failed to do so. They allowed fear, indifference, and perhaps self-centeredness to guide their actions. On the other hand, the Samaritan, who was considered an outcast, showed extraordinary compassion, disregarding societal prejudices and stereotypes. Through this parable, Jesus challenges us to move past the boundaries of our comfort zones and extend compassion to all those we encounter, regardless of their social status, race, or beliefs. He reminds us that true love has no boundaries and that requires action. Moreover, let us remember this parable teaches us about the importance of the practical help. The Good Samaritan didn't just offer sympathy or a few kind words. He actively reached out, provided immediate aid, and ensured ongoing care for the injured man. In our own lives, my brothers and sisters, we too can be a Good Samaritan. We can lend a helping hand to someone in need, be it physical, emotional, or spiritual. Like the Good Samaritan, let us not turn away from the suffering of others, but instead demonstrate the love and compassion that Jesus taught us. May this parable serve as a powerful reminder that acts of kindness, even to the most marginalized and despised members of our society, have the ability to bring healing, hope, and restoration to our world. Let us go forth, my brothers and sisters, keeping our hearts open to the needs of others, embodying the spirit of Good Samaritan. In doing so, we bring the light of Christ into our communities, families, and transform our lives with the power of love. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day.